Hey everyone. So, this is probably, not gonna lie, been one of the most scariest things I've done. But I want to get myself out there. I'm gonna make it a point, to, make a video every day. Start, telling you all my story. Which I haven't gotten to do in 30 years because people have held me back my whole entire life. Like, everybody. That's not an exaggeration. Everybody in my life. So, I guess to start, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tell y'all the bombshell that I found out. So I've been kind of going on this, crazy journey for almost 6 months now, I'd say, and literally just my whole life, but it all started unraveling. I started figuring everything out, and it's batshit insane. I still go back and forth with it all the time. That's just kind of the way you gotta get out of the programming of it all. So I'm just gonna drop the bombshell. I made a post on Facebook. My page is not, public. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to probably make another. I'm gonna start making some accounts. I gotta get things all together. My head's really foggy today, guys. It's full moon, and everything I'm gonna tell you is gonna kind of explain it all. But spiritual shit is real. Everything is spiritual warfare, hidden in plain sight. Right now, my mind, I'm not kidding, I was sitting at my computer for probably like an hour or two, just literally just scrolling, trying to find this and that. My mind was going all over the place. It's chaotic magic. That's all it is. I already had posted videos about my house being hexed. I have tons of photos, tons of blood on my ceiling. Like, I kid you not, guys. It's disgusting. I spent, well, what was it, today or yesterday? I spent like a whole day just trying to clear out my house of hexing, and I'm like, why am I fucking doing this shit? Mind my language. Sorry, you're gonna probably hear a little bit of that. So I'm like, why am I even wasting my time doing all this? Like, right now, I could feel it all, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from saying what I need to say. So I'm just gonna drop the bombshell, and then, like I said, there's so much, guys, you have no idea, there is so much stuff. It would probably take me 5 hours to go over it all with you right now in a whole video. So, just to give you the big bombshell to where, you guys actually, people are gonna hear it, it's gonna get out. This story needs to get out. And this is probably like the biggest eye-opener of it, and I think what's gonna catch people's attention, get them to listen. Hopefully this will help a lot of people, because this involves government corruption, MK Ultra, Masons, everything. It's screwed up. So essentially what happened, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. So, my whole life's been shit, not gonna lie. All for a good reason. We'll get to that. But, we'll just go with what started it all. So, and now mind you guys, I'm not going to be giving last names or anything like that. So, as much as I say, fuck you guys, the truth is coming out one way or another, I do have to protect myself legally, and not, I have a lot of receipts. I have a lot of proof, and those are going to be coming out, guys. I'm going to be making, I have so much evidence filed in different files. I was trying to go through them all tonight, and I can't. I just can't mentally put that all together for you guys tonight. So that, trust me, 6 months of collecting all this stuff, and if you keep looking, you'll just find more and more and more and more and more. It's just a never-ending rabbit hole. Just when you think you hit the end, forget it. You didn't. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm rambling for some reason. Alright, so big bombshells and stuff like that. what happened was, I had a huge tower moment, as they call it, okay? I didn't realize what was going on around me. It was all an illusion. Everything was a motherfucking illusion. And it made sense. So my memory, let's just put it this way. My brother, my wonderful brother, committed suicide. Okay, no he didn't. So that's the bombshell that I found out. Sorry I'm going back and forth, guys. Like I said, chaotic magic. So, I'm gonna get this out as much as I can. What happened was, my brother, had a lot of issues. You'll come to find out he has a lot of them. First of all, I also want to state here, I am not Kaylee Love. I don't know what my real name is, honestly. I have a very strong feeling that my name is not Kaylee. Like I said, guys, my whole life has been faked. Whole life. So for all intents and purposes, and I think my name's Jessica. I do. That's truly what I think it is, just based on like the lie that I was told by my family. A lot of these Satanists and Masons and all these idiotic groups, they will tell you the truth right to your face on purpose and make it so look like it's nothing, or they'll twist it a little bit. That's kind of how they think that avoids karma. It doesn't. Newsflash. Like, I'm showing you right now. But yeah, it doesn't avoid a karma, but that's what they do, and that helps you kind of figure out, like, oh shit, like that's what was going on. So I'm from originally Sweet Valley, Pennsylvania. That's like what we call like the Back Mountain area, Luzerne County. You're all gonna find out that this whole Back Mountain area and everything, it's like a Salem. It's basically like witchcraft, and I have there's teepees here, guys. There's the whole, if you walk, I'm from Harvey's Lake. Like right now, I live in Harvey's Lake. Okay? There is so much shit around the whole neighborhood. I could walk around the whole lake. I have tons of videos. I have videos of teepees, big stars that they have in their backyard. Whole bunch of, there's literally like burned firewood in like random spots that like don't make sense. Like there's just, like I said, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be rambling. I'm gonna be kind of just going off script here because my brain is, ooh, like here. That's what they do. They send you chaotic magic to kind of get you going. So just bear with me. I might try to edit this a little bit so I don't ramble as much. Basically, what I'm trying to say that they don't want me to say, is, what happened is I had a boyfriend, a fiance, which come to find out all of them were bullshit. But this one in particular kind of blew it wide open. Now, again, I'm not going to name last names, but you know. So, Ryan was this last ex that I had. And, you know, when you meet somebody and you think they're yours forever and they're your soulmate and they just love bomb you, don't believe that shit. If something don't feel right in your gut, even from the time you met that person, but you couldn't figure out why you were so attracted, like you weren't, like you literally looked at them the first minute you met them and just went, and then all of a sudden they say some things and you're like, oh, yeah, that's magic, that's bullshit, that's manipulation, however you want to look at it, it's manipulation. So what happened was, things were good for a while, oh yeah, great, but it wasn't actually. For the first month, he used one of my worst traumas against me, about pedophilia. Yeah, guys. So sorry, this is gonna be some pretty brutal shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm not gonna give you the whole story tonight. We would be here for 5 hours, and I'm gonna probably be bouncing back and forth. But if you're interested, trust me, you might want to stay till the end, because there's a bombshells here. And this doesn't just involve my little town here, or this involves government. I worked for the government. I don't anymore. I quit that shit. Pretty much, let's just put it this way, a lot of people in the government are who they say they are. And I would know, personally. So again, let's hop back to the beginning here. So, I don't really give a shit about explaining, like, our whole relationship. That's not even important right now. I could go into every single one of my fake relationships that I've had. What happened was, I got threatened by him. I started realizing differences in his behavior. Now, his behavior always was shitty, okay? Sucked. But this was different. This was like, gosh darn, are you gonna hurt me? Like, seriously, that's how uncomfortable it made me. So, basically, what happened was, we got in a fight. Like I said, I'm gonna spare you from all the other bullshit right now. So I started realizing, like, maybe, like, couple months, so it started getting really weird. Like, I'd just be sitting over here on the couch, and he'd be sitting here staring at me. Like, when I say staring at me, I mean dead staring, like, I'm gonna hurt you type. I felt I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I felt it, I saw it, I ignored it, pretend like I didn't see it, but it's just turns dead stare. Just like, okay, like, that's unusual. Don't really understand that. Started getting into more arguments, gaslighting me, non-stop gaslighting. And then started notice, sorry guys, this is gonna be a little personal, during intimacy, the hand would start coming up to my neck very gently. Big change after 5 years. Never had that happen. So I started noticing these changes. The mask was slipping, essentially. There's other things too, guys. Very personal things. Attempted suicide that was purposely instigated. And when I say purposely instigated, I mean I was on the floor. I got called a waste over and over to my face, ran into the bathroom. You know what? Screw it. You guys want to see? This is what I did. That's healed after 5 months. I don't give a shit, guys. I'm gonna be raw and brutal and authentic and honest at this. I have nothing left to lose. So, what happened was I got caught for no reason, too, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he said, I asked him why he said, and I'll tell you what he said. So, ended up going in there, cutting myself. I have always had a hard issue with that because of what everybody's been doing to me. It wasn't even me that was wanting to do it. Crying, bleeding, and the door was locked. He sat in that room. He sat in the bedroom for, I'd say, probably a good, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe longer. I don't know. I honestly, a lot of it, because it was so bad, a lot of time and stuff's not clear. Comes, knocks on the door, well, tries to turn the handle, open it, knocks on the door and goes, "Do you need an inhaler?" Like, just like that. And then walks away. Doesn't try to open the door to, baby, nothing. Just walks away. Now, I knew this was done on purpose. Because after that, now, mind you, I was under such heavy spell work. Okay, I couldn't tell you up from down. You think my mind's confused right now? No. It took me 6 months almost to get to where I'm at right now. I couldn't remember a thing. Guys, I mean not a thing. I was so fucked with. I felt like I almost went and got MRIs and yada yada on my brain, thought I had tumors, like something majorly wrong with me. I couldn't remember what I did 5 seconds ago. I don't remember barely anything of my childhood. Now those memories are starting to come back. Now that I've been working on everything spiritually, working with Spirit, the Lord, really, I've been divinely protected like you wouldn't imagine. I've been tried to, I'll say unalive for the social media. I've been attempted to be unalived many, many times by these people. Yeah. Now, anyway, so that's kind of just like to give you like an idea of like the type of personality I'm dealing with here. So I knew things were off. Okay, I knew. Now, mind you, at this time, I have no idea of anything that's actually going on, guys. I think this is all me. So, after that happened, later on, I did question him. I said, why did you... And now he pretended like he didn't know I cut myself for, like, weeks. He knew I cut myself. He obviously. That was the point. And when I asked him why you would call me a waste to my face, all, you know what he says to me? It was the way you looked at me. What? The way I looked at you? That's psychotic, guys. Okay, but I'm gonna try not to throw my opinions and stuff in here. I just want to state facts and get the truth out, because this shit's messed up, and y'all need to know what's really going on in the world. And I have direct proof that will show what's going on. Everybody's been lied to, not just me. Everybody's been lied to. So, basically, after that, let me just put it this way. My intuition, no matter how much they threw at me, my intuition knew what the fuck it was doing when I didn't know what it was doing. That's how strong it is. And I've been working a lot on it. I've been working diligently on that stuff, so it's gotten a lot better, and I've been calling back my energy, cutting ties, cutting cords, all this crap that they've put on me. So I've been doing a lot of work. I haven't had a day to rest, really, guys. I've been, for 5-6 months, nonstop attacks, gang stalking, anything you can think of. So I would set traps, and I wouldn't even realize I would set traps half the time. There's items that I have from years ago that I collected that I needed now, which is insane to me. And like I said, when I get this whole story out, you'll all understand that. So I was like, okay, now I'm so messed up, I don't really know what's going on. All I'm thinking is, hurt yourself, you want to die. So I actually did have a whole plan to hurt myself. Yep. And, what I did was I went to the store, the hardware store, bought razor blades, bought wine at the store next door, planned on going into the bathtub, and ending it. That's how bad these thoughts were. That's how bad this was. Okay? Now, one thing I did, and this one I knew what I was doing at this point. I took my receipt from the hardware store, and I put it in the cup holder, in his car, because I was using his car, because if you didn't know, my car got damaged like 3 different times, so I couldn't ride it. Now, I don't know if that part was Spirit or them, because I know there's some sort of car tampering. I just know. I haven't driven my car in like longer than 6 months. So there's a lot of shit with that too. But anyways, I put the receipt for the razor blades specifically in the cup holder to see if he would look at it, read it, or if it would just be gone. I come back, like, look down, it's gone. He took it. Now, does that mean that he didn't just take it and throw it out? No, that doesn't. So at the time, I'm like, okay. I'm like, keep an eye on this. Something's not right. Especially after that whole bathroom incident. So, basically, after that happened, that's when I was like, alright, I gotta start paying attention. Now, with the whole suicide thing, I did actually plan it, was going to do it. I sat right on this couch here, started writing out. This is where Spirit intervened, and I will be forever grateful for this. And I knew, and I'll explain why it was spirit. So I went on this couch and I started writing my note. And guess who was the first person I was writing the note to? Yeah, it was Ryan. I got about 2 sentences in, stopped. I was like, I had no idea why. I couldn't write anymore. I just blocked, completely blocked. And I got this overwhelming time. I was drinking too, because when I drink, it brings me down and it helps me gain courage to do things to myself, which sounds horrible, I know, but this is the crap that happens. So, drank a little bit of wine, whatever. By the time I could even feel anything or write anything, I was out like a light. And it was like this overwhelming tired, like, where did this come from? Like, all my energy just got pulled out of me. Fell asleep. Now, before I did that, I intuitively took the note that I wrote out of the notebook. That's important. And set it on the middle there, the middle section of the couch. And took the note that I wrote, half, or not even a whole note, 2 sentences, and put it in my pocket. Now, this is kind of where it starts to really show. I woke up and I was like confused. And I'm like, this is like the best feeling in the world. Like, I feel so loved. Like, I don't know how to explain the feeling. I woke up in total peace. It was like nothing I could explain before, but it felt like God. That's what it was. And I know he saved my life that day. Now Ryan came out of the bedroom, right? You know what the first thing he does is? He looks at me. He looks down at the alcohol in the notebook. He comes up to the note, sits down, and the first thing he does is grab the notebook and look through it to see if I wrote a note in there. That's how I knew. That's how I knew right there that. And now at first I'm thinking this is all just him. Oh, sweeties, no, you think this is a story? This is nothing. This is just the beginning of the story. It ain't all him. So anyways, now for the tower moment. We got in a fight. This is right at the end of everything. And it was just, it doesn't even matter what the fight was about. The point is, he looked at me and he goes, maybe you need to go to the mental hospital. And the way, guys, he looked at me, it was evil. I'm sorry. That's what snapped me right out of it when he gave me the look and his mask slipped. I kind of have this ability to see people for who they are, and especially now, it's gotten a lot better, but I do believe God gave me the ability to see that mask slipping, so I knew. And it was like a switch. As soon as he threatened to put me in a mental hospital to shut me up, yeah, I kicked him right out. I said, get the hell out. Not right that second. I did trust me. I didn't flip tables or anything, but I stood my ground, and he backed right down. Like a little puppy. Don't let these idiots mess with you guys. You have more power than you think. So, I told him how much of a disgusting person he was. Told him completely off. Then, and this is important, I calmly and calculatingly, in a good way for myself, planned to boot him out, but safely, because I knew what I was dealing with at this point. Well, I had no idea what I was dealing with until now, but I had an idea. Alright, so that was the tower moment. So I thought. Then, and again, this kind of goes, a lot of this goes into my intuition. A lot of this is through intuition that led me to here. So I was talking to my mom. We'll get to that. So I was talking to her about, the whole situation, like, how messed up it was and blah, blah. And I started, talking about the stuff he was into. okay? Like the nasty underground puke porn, and it's disgusting. Like, so the main, and we'll get way into that, guys, that has a lot to do with it too. So basically, he's super into Lucifer Valentine. Some scumbag that just basically manipulates, you know, women that are emotionally unstable because of these people, but people that are, you know, going through issues, drugs, you know, addiction, you know, just different things, abuse in the family. And they take advantage of them. They get them to come onto their movies, and they basically fucking torture them and shit. Like, it's abusive. It's just disgusting. And even just to, like, want to sit there and watch that, think about it. There's something wrong. And I didn't think of all this at the time. I was so love bombed and so manipulated. Anyways, so that kind of gives you, and mind you, there's been women that have been murdered, or I believe, like, you know, there's a whole thing, and I'm gonna get into all that, you know, in a different video and all this, but the women were very badly abused. It's a whole thing. It's not good. So he's into all that. So I started talking about that, and then I went, wait, and one of my memories came back. So he used to, again, these people like to throw things in your face. Now, again, do I know if he's Lucifer? He might be. At this point, they all are. It don't matter. So, basically, I went, oh, the account. So, he decided to show me one day, which he loves to do, just throw in my face. One random day, he goes, "Lo, look at this account." Now, this is, Thompson Edward is what it is. It has, like, a picture of Cinderella on the page and everything. I could give you that whole backstory. That's disgusting, too. That's, like, an incestual story that they all discuss about Lucifer. Because Lucifer, mind you, is, like, this mystery person that nobody knows who they are. No, I think they all know who he is. They all trying to hide who he is. Anyways. Sorry, I'm gonna ramble a little bit. Stuff fires me up. So, I went the account. Now, Ryan would say, what if I'm Lucifer? He would just say that to me for no reason. And he used to make me watch those videos. Now, do I mean like he tied me down? No, that's not what I mean. He manipulated me into watching this shit. I never resonated with it, never liked it. It didn't feel right to me at all. Just kind of gross. It is. It's nasty. And I always fought with him about Lucifer. I never stood for that shit. Now, the other fuckers, I stood up for all the time, which I regret now. Do I think all of them in that underground community are bad? I can't say. I don't think all of them are, necessarily. I think majority. There's a lot more going on than you guys think. And this is just the little layers, okay? So, basically, he would show me this account and go, oh, this is Lucifer's account, this and that, and what if I'm Lucifer? What if I'm, just random shit like that all the time. So that all clicked back to me, and I went, so I just, like, maybe I should check that account. Like, and I don't even know why I did it, because, like, at this point, yeah, I don't think at this point I was even, questioning cheating or doing anything to, like, that type of stuff. Like, I don't think I was even really questioning it. I was just kind of, like, getting my anger out and telling my mom, like, oh, he does this gross, like, why is he into this and that? Like, just, you know, kind of getting it all out. And then I realized, wow, the way that this person's writing on that account looks a lot like his writing, the way he puts awesome and, like, all this stupid shit. So I'm like, does that mean it's his account? No. Can I prove it's his account? That one, no. I don't think so. That one I can't necessarily prove. But to me, especially at the time, it was screaming to me. And I went, okay, so I gotta look into this further. Yeah. Once you jump in that rabbit hole, guys, you're never coming out of it. I found that out real quick. So, I think the next thing I saw, so if you guys want to go look at that account, you can. Should still be on there. Now, some of the stuff was scrubbed out and everything. The next thing I did, I don't, see, this is the, I don't know if it was scrubbed off my information, because I know some of the stuff I had, like, yeah, definitely, because I was just looking to make this video, and I use Yandex. It doesn't just search, like, it's like a reverse photo search, okay? And it's not like Google. This one searches in Russia, too. So a lot of them hide in other domains and countries because you wouldn't think to look there. Well, I don't know why or how I found Yandex, but I did. And there's this girl named Angelique. Again, not gonna give last names or anything like that. Part of that community. And I know I felt uncomfortable about her before, and I've questioned him about, like, a certain scenario, yada yada. So I don't remember why exactly I picked her specifically to look at, or maybe I was looking at, I think what I was doing is sorry guys, this was like 5 months ago, and you'll come to find out, there's been tons more going on. But I believe I was just kind of like searching through all the accounts that were on that Thompson Edward account, trying to connect the dots and everything. And I put Angelique's photo in, and it came back with this same photo, same girl, on all these Russian dating sites and everything. Now, mind you, and again, I can't accuse people of doing certain things if I don't have full proof of it, guys. So, in some scenarios, I'm gonna have to say, like, you know, in my opinion, or hypothetically, possibly, you know, things like that. Even though I know the truth deep down. And I have plenty of receipts to show many of the truths, so don't worry. But, so her accounts had pictures of hurt cats on there, like burnt cats. Not like charred cats, but like cats with burns on them, and this and that. And I'm like, okay, that's really weird. And then I compared it to her Facebook, where she's, oh, I'm taking care of the cat. Oh my gosh, like, it's hurt, blah, blah, blah. To me, it didn't make sense. There was something fishy about that. And the fact that she's, like, completely hiding her identity with other names and this and that on Russian sites, well, there you go. So that led me down a damn rabbit hole. Because I realized that this is not just going on with her or Ryan or... No. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, this is the moment that my soul got crushed, but I needed it. Now, I used to follow Pizzagate and all the conspiracies and everything like that. I've always believed there was more to everything than what we've been told, and there is. 100%. But these people, especially Ryan and all them, they... Actually, now that I think of it, almost every single karmic ex that I've had did not want me talking about conspiracies, and Ryan in particular didn't want me talking about Pizzagate, which, if you all aren't familiar with Pizzagate, it's where a lot of these celebrities, and not even necessarily celebrities, I think with Pizzagate, it's been so long, I think it was it Rothschilds, or I don't know, it was some people of importance that were basically posting photos all online of kids. One had their hands tied and they had pizza next to it. So they use food as like a symbol. Pizza's one. That's what the whole Pizzagate was about. But there's also, come to find out, other foods that they use as a indicator that they're talking about children in certain ways. Okay, we'll try to keep it a little lighter on that. Well... Sorry guys, this is gonna make me really angry talking about it again. So that led me to find what I believe to be Ryan's fake Facebook accounts. And they have children on them. Now, not what you're thinking, not like pure naked children. I'm sorry guys, I know this is really brutal. But guess what the name was? And this is how I knew it was his account. Ryan Thompson. Okay? Now, Thompson's the same account as the Thompson Edward one. And mind you, he's obsessed with Hunter S. Thompson and uses Thompson all the time. I can show you guys. Like I said, all this stuff's going to be released, but I'm just kind of giving you the story now to get it out there. Because I promised myself I'd do this tonight. And I can't think enough to compile everything in the physical right now, like in files and sharing them. So I'm just gonna tell y'all. So on these Facebook pages, it's basically like profiles of like a man holding a little child, and like basically the biggest giveaway. First of all, as soon as I saw the photos, I knew what it was. Obviously, why would you have a fake account in the first place with kids, like random kid photos on it and adults holding kids? And trust me, guys, I'll be sharing the photos and everything, so you'll be seeing it firsthand. Also, you can go to these accounts and check for yourselves too. I'll give you all the names of the accounts and everything. They're public, so enjoy. So yeah, I started realizing with the comments too. The people would be putting code words like shrimp and, oh, I want shrimp and steak and blah blah blah, and oh yeah, oh,